Do you have a bunch of extra money you just don't want anymore and want to throw it away on something stupid? Well, has Matco got a deal for you? They're happy to take that extra money by having you give it to them to buy way overpriced tools in their last 3 flyers. Now, before you go running to defend Maco if you're a fanboy, just know one thing. They don't need your defense. You can make whatever buying decisions you want. This is not a testimonial against you. This is not personal. No one's trying to hurt your feelings. So go ahead and yank those panties right out of your crack, because we're going to look at some cold, hard truths of buying tools off of tool trucks these days. And I can also hear people saying that I should not do these videos because I should just go sell my cheap Chinese tools. This is not a sales video for me. I don't want to sell you anything. I will encourage you to buy your tools from wherever you feel you're getting the best value. Maybe that's the Matco truck, and maybe the prices I'm going to show you here seem fine. But if they do, I suggest that a recalibration is in order, and you have to look at other buying options so that you don't spend an inordinate amount of money on tools that you can buy of equal quality lots of other places. Now, maybe there's additional value because your Matco dealer is so spectacular and the level of service that he or she gives you is so great that it justifies the extra expense. If that's the case, that is completely fair. That is the whole idea behind tool trucks, is that they give you a level of service, information, and they'll stand behind their products that other retailers won't give you, and therefore stuff costs more money. They also sell stuff on credit and finance their own purchases. That's fair too. But there is a point where you're just throwing good money after bad, and when we do a comparison between tool trucks, and although I'm not trying to sell you anything on this video, I will at least use the pricing I have on my truck as a comparison. But you don't have to buy from me. Certainly, you can buy from whomever you want. Home Depot, Amazon. We're going to look at jbtool.com for some discounted prices they have on these same products, just to give you an idea and an understanding of what's available. First up, this is the June 18th through July 10th, 2022 flyer. And we're going to turn to page 7. At the top of that page is a long barrel air hammer. And you see 2 things right away. Besides the picture, you see that it has a 2300 blow per minute rating. And here is a big headline that says, hits harder than any other air hammer in the shop. Well, that's quite a claim, Maco. Do tell me, what scientific and quantifiable information do you have that backs that claim up? Oh, wait a minute. You put that in quotes. Let's see why. Oh, because you attributed that as an anecdote to an unnamed Matco customer from Cuba City, Wisconsin. Testimonials have always been and will continue to be a very important part of marketing, because a good testimonial should give a consumer some subjective information that they wouldn't otherwise have. For example, a good testimonial for an air hammer might be something like, it has a rubber grip, so it's much more comfortable for me to hold. That's good information. You wouldn't know that by looking at the picture. Another good testimonial might be, it's low vibration, so it doesn't wear out my hand and arm as fast if I use it for a prolonged period of time. More good information. But what Matco gives us is something that should be measurable, that we cannot possibly measure. Because this statement is so vague and open-ended, it leaves more questions than answers. It hits harder than any other air hammer in the shop. What if it's the only air hammer in the shop? What if there's only one other air hammer in the shop and it's a 50-year-old short-barreled hammer that's all worn out? Of course it's going to hit harder than that. So to give us that information doesn't help us make a buying decision because it doesn't tell us anything useful about the product. And then we look at the price, $496.95. Almost $500 for a long-barreled air hammer with 5 bits and a blow-molded case. We can compare this favorably in specification to the Ingersoll 119 Max K. That's their long-barreled air hammer with 5 bits and a blow-molded case. you can look online, and jbtools.com has that same exact kit for $129.99. And if you look on Amazon, it's listing there for $140.13. By way of comparison, if we're looking at tool truck pricing, I have that same Ingersoll kit for $325. Is it still way more than online? Yes, it is. Absolutely, it's more. You're going to pay more on a tool truck. But compare my $325 to their $496, and you have about $175 difference just between trucks. Now, you want to save more over the tool truck price, buy it online or wherever. You have a lot of options there. But there is no other retail outlet that you're going to spend $500 on this. And again, if your Maco dealer is so good that they make that extra cost worth it, then go ahead and buy it off the Maco truck. But I would hate for people to think that these prices are normal and that you have to settle for them, because you simply don't. Next, we're going to look at the May 7th through May 29th flyer. And turn to page 13 in this one, and you're going to see the 46-piece Master Hex and Torx bit socket set. They're selling it under their ADV brand. And the price on that one is $352.50. 46 pieces for $352.50. Compare that to the Gearwrench Master set, which has a very similar offering, but twice as many at 84 pieces. And the tool truck price on my truck is $228. And of course, you can buy that online for far, far less from a discount retailer. And what are you really getting for your money? You're not getting a made in USA brand. That's their ADV brand. That's less expensive than the Maco brand. You're not getting better quality bits. They're all made to the same standard. But you're spending a whole lot more to buy the Maco set. So for $100+ less, you can get twice as many bits if you go with the Gearwrench brand. Also in this flyer, on the back cover, is their 101-piece Silver Eagle brand Master Tool Set. 1/4 and 3/8 drive, metric and standard. Comes with a selection of sockets, ratchets, wrenches, extensions, some adapters, and a driver. 101 pieces, sells for $499.95. For that same $500 on my truck, you can get the 243-piece Gearwrench set, which has 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2-inch drive sockets and wrenches. Standard and metric, deep and shallow, with extensions, with wrenches, bits, and a manual bit driver. So you can spend the same amount of money and get more than twice the amount of tools. And on the third flyer we're going to look at, this is the May 21st through June 12th flyer. Look on page 7, and you'll see mini picks or long picks. I originally thought that this price was for all 16 picks, but I was wrong. You choose which of the 4-piece sets you want for $60.50, or which of the long ones you want for $76.50. And these aren't the large hose picks. No, these are the mini picks that you can get for $20 almost everywhere else. I sell the Mayhew ones for $28, and I mean, the picks, these are not precision-made tools. They're on no planet is a mini pick set worth $60. It just, no. Don't do it. And if you're feeling kind of bad, let's say you spent too much money in the Maco truck and you want to kind of lick your wounds for a while, that's okay. Maco has you covered there too. kick back and relax. Maybe outside in the sun with a cool, refreshing beverage. In your Maco branded underpants, you get the 3-pack for $60. Unless you're a fatty, and then you gotta pay $15 more. I don't even sell underpants. I can't give you a comparison. But it's gonna be a cold day in Tucson for anyone to justify $60 for 3 pairs of underpants because they have the Matco logo on it. I got nothing. I hope that this gives you some information that you can use to make good buying decisions. Again, buy from whomever you like. I never begrudge anybody for spending their money with someone who treats them right, gives them the right level of service, and gives them a good quality offering. Just know that when you look at prices, especially if you're a new tech, you don't have to buy off the tool trucks. You can get perfectly good, equal quality tools elsewhere and save yourself a boatload of money. If you want to see some really good comments about that and different people's experiences with buying tools, look at the Snap-on flyer video I did just a little while ago. Click up here to see that. The comments I got in that video are fantastic. There's guys that have been turning wrenches for decades who have learned these lessons. Learn from them. They'll show you everything you need to know about buying habits. And I also did a video a little while back with Robert Whitley. You can click up here to see that one. He talks about what it was like for him as a new technician to purchase tools, the mistakes he made. You don't have to spend this kind of money to get pro quality tools. So shop around and make a good decision that's best for you and where you are in your career and also for your wallet. I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep watching because we have all kinds of new stuff coming down the line, including some new live streams that I'm hosting myself and on live streams that I'm on panels with other YouTubers. We also have some new air tool repair videos coming down the line, including repairs of some older Ingersoll impacts and some of the newer ones as well. So do me a favor, click down here now to subscribe so that you don't miss any of it. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, use a tool. Don't be one.